points of moving from there to here, between the stars and the moonlight's glare, capturing a glimpse of the light so rare, brightly shining our hearts declare. Radiant hearts, you shine so bright in the diamond moments of love and light, in the warmth of the love we show, the golden glimpse of our diamonds glow, kindness that we find, our hearts desire, the love we share in the radiant fire. Radiant hearts, you shine so bright in the diamond moments of love and light. Together we rise, our spirits take flight in the beauty of each day and every night. Courage in
Hello, my beautiful Marie. And there I took the wrong video. I took our season one's video with our book, and it's all okay because most of the ladies like you are in there. My beautiful Marie, can you please introduce yourself and tell us what day of the week is your Mrs. Spots?
I
And then
certainly.
just give me 1 second. I will have to put Lisa in the back studio until the camera is coming on. And then I'm going to also ask you what is your name. But before you do that, I would love to tell the audience what is a Mrs. Potts. So I'm going to let all of you know, my beautiful viewers on E360, how are you feeling? We are amazing. First of all, I took the wrong video for Soul of a Diamond. So it's okay. It's okay. We played with it. And then two of my guests are truly struggling technically to come in. They're in the back studio, but none of their cameras is on. It's only myself and Marie that is here. And one of our beautiful Mrs. Potts is not coming to today's show because she's not feeling good. We are sending her lots of healing and praise. But you will ask me, Sanet, what is a Mrs. Potts? So first of all, Mrs. Potts is from Beauty and the Beast. And she was that beautiful housekeeper that wanted to make sure everybody is happy. And she looked after the little boy called Chip. I don't know why I always want to touch my chin, but she was looking after a little boy. And then she is she is like so bubbly and so invited, and you feel at home with her. So in the Diamond Beauties Forever group, we are over 900 ladies. Did you see, Marie? We are over 900 ladies in the group. The group is 3 years old, inspirational group, and we have now currently 15 Mrs. Spots. It means beautiful ladies that have their own tea parties, that any lady in the group can phone in and be seen, be heard, and belong for half an hour. And most of the time, the sessions is going a little bit longer than that, but there's laughter, there is crying, there is just a beautiful camaraderie between the ladies. And I'm truly so grateful for that. And a lot of networking, because a lot of ladies have now started to make use of other ladies' services because of the connections. So, how incredible. So, I am going to ask Marie now to introduce herself. Tell us what day of the week is her Mrs. Spots, and then also her Mrs. Spots name. So, my beautiful Marie, all over to you.
All over to me. Good morning. It's so great to be here, Sanet. And my name is Marie Bailey, and I am from Wasaga Beach, Ontario, Canada. And my Mrs. Potts is on Thursday afternoons at 5 Eastern Time. And I titled my Mrs. Potts A Cup of Hope. hope is such a powerful motivation to help us find meaning and purpose. And sometimes we just feel that hope is gone. And sometimes all we need is someone to hold some hope for us until we find it again. And it's about holding that safe space to be heard and understood by others.
I love that. So, my beautiful Marie, I do see Natalie coming in. It says unstable connection, but I'm going to try and bring her in. So, my beautiful Natalie, are you ready? I'm bringing you in. See, it doesn't show a camera. I'm going to take her out again and bring her in once more. So, I just wanted to say, my beautiful, there it says, let me see. Still, still not right. So, my beautiful Natalie, can you hear us? Okay. So, my beautiful Mary, when I asked you if you would love to be a Mrs. Potts, what was your reaction?
At the beginning, I believe I turned you down because I thought, no, that doesn't sound right for me, because I didn't really understand what it was all about. And then when you explained what Mrs. Potts was, and I realized that it was from my favorite character in one of my favorite movies. And I believe what I said to you was, that sounds like my cup of tea. No pun intended. But I'm pretty sure that's what I said. I think we're in such a time of uncertainty and a lot of grief, and some people find their troubles very overwhelming. And there's a line from Mrs. Potts, and she said, "I have found that most troubles seem less troubling after a bracing cup of tea."
I
And
love it.
isn't it great? I said, oh, I remembered that last night, and I thought, oh my God, that's perfect. And I see this community as being that. These tea parties are exactly that, to be there for people and they're going through troubles, and a place to share, and a place to gather in a safe space, and it's not recorded, and it's a beautiful space, and we just connect with each other. And I find those 30 minutes to be what I've dubbed it for myself is, I think it's therapy for the soul.
I love that. And can you repeat that line from Mrs. Potts from Beauty and the Beast, please?
She said, I have found that most troubles seem less troubling after a bracing cup of tea.
I love
Isn't
it.
that great?
It's so beautiful.
I
So
love it.
I love it. I do see Natalie come in again, but I still say it's unstable. So, my beautiful Natalie, I'm going to ask you to take a deep breath. Ah, there she goes again. So, I'm gonna ask you a question, and then I'm gonna take myself for a minute out of the. I'm gonna leave you on by yourself. Wait for me till I come back. I just quickly want to go to Facebook and just give her something to help her to come in. So, my beautiful, can you tell us? You have done quite a few. First of all, tell us you have attended a few, and how did it make you feel, and what did you observe? And then also tell us what you experienced while doing yours. And then please excuse me for 1 second. I will be coming back. Okay.
Sure, absolutely. Yes, I have attended quite a few already, and it's incredible. It's knowing that there's no cameras on. We can be ourselves. We can be authentic, and just share. It's incredible to be able to do that. And we had a tea party, one of the girls' tea party I attended this week, and there was just the three of us there, and we were talking about what belonging means to us. And it was so incredible because we were all basically on the same page with how we feel about belonging. And we were all coming from pretty well the same space. And it was probably the first time that I have ever shared with anyone what it felt like growing up, and that sense of not belonging. And when we started talking about it, I don't think I even realized myself that I had never really shared that. So we all agreed that with this group in itself, what Sanet has created here, and with this group, it as all of us said that we felt probably for one of the first times that we really felt like we belonged somewhere. We belonged somewhere with kindred spirits and like souls, and it was amazing to feel that way. And so it's interesting because I had always thought at first when my friend asked me to join back in the end of March, my first reaction was a women's group. Not sure about that. I've never really wanted to belong to a women's group. And so I was a little reluctant at first, and then I came on board, and it has been incredible. I absolutely love being in the group, but I particularly love the Mrs. Potts because it has just been, we've created such a space and we've connected with each other. And it really has been like, I feel like I've grown so much just by doing the Mrs. Potts in the last couple of months. I sometimes don't even recognize myself. So it's an incredible space, and Mrs. Potts is a wonderful shared experience.
Wow. Thank you so much, my beautiful, and thank you for holding the space. So Lisa will not be able to come through because she is on traveling and she could not get a stable internet. So I just asked a beautiful Natalie if she is coming in through Chrome, because if she's not using the browser Chrome, then she will not be able to come in to show her in it. And she's still okay. I think she is okay now. So, my beautiful Natalie, I think you're okay. Let me quickly try and get you in. Oh no, don't understand what is going on.
Hey,
Uh, can you hear? Oh, there you are. I'm so happy you are here, my girl. So, can I ask you to change your camera, your cell phone? Yeah, like this. There you are. Now you are full screen. Oops, did I do? I'm sorry with my viewers. I'm so sorry. This amazing lady is trying since we started with the show to come in and out and in and out. So I'm so sorry. So let she settle her camera and then I will bring her in studio. Is that okay with you, Natalie? Can you hear me, Natalie? So I'm going to ask you the next question. How did you create an environment where everyone feels seen and heard during your own tea party?
Um, I think what in my thought in that is that how to create that environment is to what I've done is to realize myself and bring this across is that even though I'm holding the space, I am just the same as everybody else. So we are there as we're all on the same page. We're all doing the same thing. It's my space, but it's I'm there with everybody else, and just to make everybody feel that they're comfortable. I think there's a lot. I mean, there's many things about how to do that, and but your tone, your language, the way you greet people, the way you make everybody feel, have their time and have their and just to make people feel comfortable, because that's what it's all about. Just to take a few minutes to connect at the beginning, and then everybody feels comfortable.
I love that. And I also have attended some of your Mrs. Spots. So I just wanted to tell the viewers out there and also the Diamond Beauties Forever. On the Tanzanite Euros, we had our first meeting. That's my male group on the 18th. And they are also going to start something with a Mr. Potts, but not Mr. Potts. They will get their own name. But I
Awesome.
also love the concept of having half an hour meetings. So I just want to say, my beautiful Diamond Beauties, you are anytime welcome to join any tea party. We've got ladies from New Zealand, Australia, South Africa, Canada, USA. So we are looking at time zones from New Zealand to Hawaii, and you can dial in. I tried my best to dial into most of them, but the ones like Michelle, I cannot do because of it's 1 o'clock in the morning, and Barbara's 3 o'clock in the morning, and Jennifer, I cannot attend because Jennifer is exactly the same time as my time when I have the
Mhm.
power. But for me, my beautiful Marie, it's incredible how I can see the ladies love each other, and they want to make sure everybody is okay. Not even the Mrs. Potts, but also the ladies that phones in. And I just wanted to let everyone know the ladies can invite any of their friends. We want to make sure it's a women's tea party, because otherwise the the how can I say the and now I know exactly the Afrikaans word, but I don't know the English word, but it will come to me. We will not say the same things if there's men in, so the atmosphere will not be the same. So you can invite any of Mrs. Potts, any of your friends, and then if they would love that, they can always join the Diamond Beauties as well. So my beautiful Mary, our Natalie have left us again, and I maybe must just let her know that it's okay. Maybe I can bring her an another time in. So let me ask you a question. So I know you didn't do a lot of shows already, but can you share a memorable moment from one of your tea parties that have highlighted that connection and camaraderie?
I think that the last one actually was we carried on with a theme from that we'd had a couple of days ago when there was just the three of us in the group, and we carried on with a theme about belonging, and it just all I said was the word, and it just took on a life of its own and took the 30 minutes, and it's incredible how so many of us have come together in this space and feel that we belong here and we have that sense of belonging. I've heard it from so many people, and even myself, when I was telling my story about how I felt growing up, etc., and it was the first time I had ever told that to anybody, what I felt like, and it was incredible to be able to do that and have others, so many others, say ditto. That's exactly what I felt like. And then you feel that, that connection with everybody, and know that you're so in the right space. And so that was in two different groups, my group and another group, where we all shared that sense of belonging here. And so that's amazing to have that.
I love that. So let me quickly look at Natalie. I'm going to try one more time, Natalie. If it's not working, then my girl, go and have a beautiful cup of coffee. Let us see. Okay, Natalie, I'm sure you can see us, but we can still not see you. And if you, I will unmute you. Can you say something to me? Okay. I really cannot bring it in again. It's disrupting the show too much. So I'm gonna leave you for 1 second again. I hope you're okay with that. What advice would you give to someone that feels isolated and is looking to find a sense of belonging?
Okay. I mean, we're all about connections. We are all about connections. I mean, as humans, we need connection, and really finding your tribe is that's how I put it. Just finding your tribe and where you're, welcomed, etc. But the most important part of building a sense of belonging is putting in the effort. You have to get out there, because everything takes work, but you have to find the people and to increase that sense of belonging, and talk to people and ask questions, and we have control, our own control over that, and myself, like I just said, for the longest time, I didn't really feel like I belonged anywhere, but But what I did, and I was actually rather quite shy when I was younger, and it was tough to make that connections. But I just put myself out there and I talked to people and until I felt comfortable. And you have to think when you're in a group too, engaging with people and thinking less about yourself and engaging the people that are around you. And it is uncomfortable to start with. I know that very well, but it does become second nature and you just become somebody that others gravitate to. But it takes effort to do that. And finding that tribe like we've all found here is incredible.
I love that. Thank you for holding the space for me.
Good.
So I'm going to ask you the next question. How did you balance being a supportive host, but also take care of your own well-being?
Well, I think I kind of almost answer that in saying that I
Yes.
remember, oops, I remember when I'm in the space that I'm not separate from the group. And I remember that when I'm sharing and I'm sharing with everybody in that safe space and I'm getting their support and I'm giving that support. So when you feel that give and take, you can balance that. You can balance yourself when you know that you are getting as much or more than you're giving. So it's very easy to hold that and feel that connection, but to feel that you're balanced because you quickly find out that you're all really on the same page. And that's an incredible feeling and that gives you balance knowing that you're part of them.
Oh, that's so beautiful. I love that. And with one of the sessions we had the other day with Sunay, she was our host. We actually cried. Then we laughed. And then there was tears again. And then we laughed. It was incredible. But to, also because the ladies' cameras is on, if you come in your pajamas, we had a few sessions where the ladies were in their pajamas because it was 5 o'clock in the morning. And then it was, on the other side of the world, and I come in with their pajamas. There's no judgment, there is just love. And then some of the beautiful Mrs. Spots have,
Beautiful, featuring Camilla Cabello.
today is all around me, all stuff is happening around me. I had to unplug Alexa because she tells me beautiful. But some of the Mrs. Spots do have a card when they open the show. Beautiful Cindy have an oracle card, and it's truly amazing to.
Oops. It appears that we have also lost Sanet now. So yes, all of these, Sanet is right. All of these, actually, I think she was talking about my last session, and it was so much fun. We did talk like there was some things that were deep, but we showed up as we showed up, and we had a lot of laughs, and hi Sanet, it was really good. It was really good.
Oh, I love that you can continue. It just told me now I'm offline. I must just say from the beginning, this show was truly amazing show, but there were a lot of technical difficulties. But my beautiful one, the show must go on, and you just continue what I wanted to say. So thank you so much. I love it. I love it. I love it. So my beautiful Marie, being part of being you and what you are doing in your professional life and also serving others. Mrs. Potts is almost like natural because you are that nurturer, you are that caring person, you are taking care of others. But there was something you said that it also filled your cup. I actually love that because a lot of people, if they say, okay, I don't think I will have the time, and what will I get out of it? So maybe you will not get a money reward out of it. Maybe there's something else that will be a rewarding for you. I don't know if you have any comment on that, because I did ask a few other ladies, and because there's no payment coming through, they said no, they really don't want to put the energy in something they cannot make money on. And I actually wanted to say money is not everything, but it's their prerogative. But if you have anything that you wanted to add to that.
Absolutely. I have to be perfectly honest about this. Money's not even something I've even thought about. I am so thrilled to be here. I mean, this is really, like I said, I think this is the whole group, but Mrs. Potts in particular is therapy for the soul, and you can't put a price on that. There is no price on meeting with women from all over the world, these, all these amazing women that are bringing their outlook on life and the things that they've been through, and we all feed off each other, and we take in something from each other every time we meet. And so there is no price on that. Like this really is, I look forward to this in my days. It's a big part of grounding me and me finding my balance. And so yeah, there's no price tag that you can put on that. That's priceless.
I totally agree. I totally agree. My beautiful viewers, is there something in your heart that you wanted to do for somebody else? Sometimes it's just as easy as pick up a phone and phone someone. Sometimes it's necessary to go and visit somebody. Sometimes it's necessary to get people together. So, my beautiful Marie, I have done 503 coffee chats last night. And it is now 2 years and 8 months. And throughout my coffee chats, 90%, I want to say 95%, but somebody said the other day to me, Sanet, I think 95 is too high. But for me, I felt it was 95. Especially ladies are lonely all around the world.
Yeah, absolutely.
And then one of the my things is I asked God for 4 months. How can I bring this? What can I do to help the ladies don't feel they don't belong, and to make sure that they know they are seen and heard? And I don't know if you know how it came about. I dreamt about a seven Mrs. Teapot, or the Mrs. Potts kids um, teapot, but there were seven of them that was like pouring out diamonds, not tea, but diamonds on a middle of a big LP like this.
Wow.
And
Wow.
I was trying to look, I could hear it was Elvis, but I didn't know the song of Elvis. And I was trying my best to see if I can see what the name is. And it was, the label was in red and it says, Elvis Presley returned to sender. I didn't even know Elvis have done that song, Return to Sender. So I figured it out. Oh, is it on your side, the noise? Oh, okay. No, it's not on my side. I figured it out. Yes, Elvis did write, Elvis did sing that song. And I think he also wrote that song, if I could remember
I
correctly.
think so. Yes.
And that is how Mrs. Potts have started. So Mrs. Potts is now 1 year old, my beautiful
Wow.
viewers on E360. And we had seven Mrs. Potts, 7 days a week for half an hour. But we saw the weekend was not very attractive. There was not a lot of people that really come through on a weekend. So we decided to change it to Monday to Friday. And there is three Mrs. Potts every day of the week. I'm trying now to quickly do a PDF on that beautiful artwork I did so that I can bring it in here while it's just me and you. But I have to stop and come back and quickly talk again. And now when I'm going to ask you a question, I will not go back. I will be here with you, but I will quickly see if I can do that on PDF and then bring it in to showcase all the ladies while it's only me and you, because our show is now a half an hour. We still got another half an hour to go. I did invite some of the Diamond Beauties, if they have the Mrs. Spots, if they're open and they want to come through, they can come through. But we are gonna wing this, my girl, wing this.
Wing it.
So I'm gonna ask you the next question. In what ways do you see the value of friendship, love, and kindness manifesting in our Diamond Beauties community?
Okay. So I mean, in a word, connections is what it's all about. When we are connected to each other, it's that's what love and kindness and connection and friendship all comes from that. And you, Sanet, have created that here. I mean, it's you radiate positivity, and that positivity is what attracts people to you. And that energy, I've said this to you before, and I've said to you, I feel like we're the the orchestra and you're the conductor, and so you bring all of that energy and you light a path for others. And I really mean that. Like, it's incredible how you do that. You hold space for people with the books, with these shows, with the magazine. People get an opportunity to contribute to things, and that's amazing. And we're all vessels that the divine is working through, and we're all here for a reason. We've all I don't believe in anything is just coincidence. I think we're all here for a reason. And part of my what I say in my Mrs. Potts, and one thing that's sort of part of my golden nugget as well, is that go where love is, because that's where life is. And I find there's so much life here because there's so much love here. And all of that is manifested in this community by what you bring every day, early in the morning, late at night. My God, you're there all the time. Like, I don't know how you do it. And we all know that, and we follow you, and we feed on your energy, and it's incredible.
Wow. Thank you. Thank you, my beautiful one. The other day, somebody asked me, Sunit, how do you have the energy and the time? And I said, I think because of my corporate work, God have prepared me for
Yeah.
everything. Everything. So I am truly blessed that I'm on His plan for me, and I love to give him grace, and I would love to give him thanks for everything he have done for us as a group, for me as a person, and for each and every individual, every lady and gentleman that I have personally met. It's a stranger thing for me. If I have them on the power hour, I love all of them because I have a meeting with all of them. I had a dance with all of them. But it's a strange because now they're meeting each other for the first time. And then, we do that one word wonder. But how incredible that even if they only saw them for that little space, that I could give them that amazing feedback, one word that I see in that person. So
Yes.
for me, that is a miracle because it means we are all from love and we are love and we bestow it on each other. And that is for me amazing. So, my beautiful Marie, I don't know if I'm going to get it right because I didn't know our show is going to be like this. Will you permit me to bring in the banner? But I think let us just see how it looks. Okay, here we go. I think we're going to move to that side. So, first of all, I have to make us smaller. And then, all thumbs for me.
It's
Okay, I just want to. Do you? I know you've got glasses on, but I'm going to put these glasses on for me.
I forgot mine. Oops.
Ah!
Ah,
Woo! It worked. It worked, Marie. It worked. So, my beautiful viewers. Oh, I'm so happy I could get this right. My beautiful viewers. Here is all our Mrs. Spots. We've got 15 Mrs. Spots from around the world. Currently, we are in 51 countries. We have over 904 ladies in the group, and we have also two stand in Mrs. Spots. On a Monday I'm going to say the names of a Monday, and you can say the names of Tuesday, and we can make turns. So on a Monday, we have beautiful Wendy. She's in New Zealand. We've got beautiful Nicole. She is in South Carolina. And beautiful Mary is in Nebraska. Omaha. Okay, do you know where Sunay is?
Okay, do you want me to do Tuesday?
Yeah, please do Tuesday for us.
Tuesday. Okay, so Sine is in, hers is at 9 a.m. in South Africa, right?
Yes.
And then Lisa is at 9 a.m. Eastern. And then myself, I'm at 5 p.m. Eastern.
Oh, wow. Beautiful. So I didn't give the times now because I cannot see. That's too small for me. So
Okay.
thank you for adding that. So Sunay is in South Africa. Lisa is in Canada. But Lisa is soon going to Thailand, and then she will be doing her Mrs. Spots there. And her husband will be one of the Mr. Potts on the other side, but we will create a new name. He will be starting with that as well. And then you are also in Canada, my beautiful Marie. And then on a Wednesday, I think you can give us the times, and then I will just add where are they from.
Sure. Jackie is at 7 p.m. in New Zealand. Natalie is at 3 p.m. in Canada. And Michelle is at 6 p.m. in the US.
Perfect. So beautiful Jackie is on the southern island of New Zealand near Christchurch, and Natalie is in Alberta. And I must just tell you, my beautiful Marie, Cindy, one our Mrs. Spots for Friday, she told me, Sanet, if you really want to watch a beautiful series, I said to her, I just need to get away from the work because I don't watch TV. I need to get away. She said, a beautiful series, Heartlands. So I am watching Heartlands at the
Oh,
moment.
oh,
And beautiful Natalie is staying near or in that vicinity where that series is being filmed. And
oh,
then yes, and then beautiful Michelle is in Kansas. And I don't know if you know, Kansas is one of my favorite places because my ultimate most favorite fairy tale is Dorothy and the Wizard of Oz. And then secondly, I love Beauty and the Beast. And then my third one is Moana. The
yes.
demigod, and I love that one. Okay, so you can read us Thursdays, and then I will tell them a little bit more about the ladies.
And on Thursday at 9 a.m. in the US is Therese. At 1 p.m. is Jennifer in the US. And then Barb at 8 p.m. Eastern Time, but she's in New Zealand.
Yeah. So she's in New Zealand. It will be 12 o'clock New Zealand time. And then I have put her on the Thursdays because her show is mostly for, the more people can view will be the Thursday. And then Therese, I love the way that Teresa starts. She starts off with a meditation. I love that. I have not done any of Jennifer's shows because it's the same time as my power hour. I'm hoping in the future maybe maybe she can change it because then I can attend, but I cannot ask her to change it because that was her time. But I hope that soon I will be able to attend one of her sessions because I do believe her sessions will be amazing. And I have done Barbara's session, but when I go to New Zealand, I'm flying out on the 20th, maybe the 20th, to see my grandchildren and my children. I will be able to attend a beautiful Barbara's one. Okay, if you can help me with Fridays.
And on Friday, we've got Vida. I think that I'm saying
Vida?
it right. And
Vida?
okay, she's in Australia at 3 p.m. And then Cindy is in the US, and Cindy's is at 9 a.m. Eastern. And then Christina is in Canada, and hers is at 1 p.m. Pacific time.
I love that. So Vida is all the way from Australia, but she is also a South African lady that went to Australia many years ago. So,
Ah,
and then Cindy is, I will tell you, the Cindy, Therese, and Lisa and Nicole is one of our current Mrs. Spots that are doing it for from beginning of last year.
ah,
Yeah, last year. And then in the beginning of this year, I'm so sorry, I'm confusing myself. And then we've got two stands in. It's Angena and then also Portia. So I am going to stop sharing. Just give me 1 second. Oh, it worked. It
oh,
worked. Thank you. Thank you for helping me, my beautiful one. I want to put us in bubbles. Are you ready? Are you ready?
ready. Woo!
Good. I must just position myself. My beautiful Marie, there is so many ladies in our group, and there's so many ladies that follows, that wants to see who is doing what, and some of them are too. I don't know if I can use the word scared, but they feel they are not worthy enough to
Mm,
leave even a comment, especially the ladies here out of Africa. Is
mm.
there something that you can give them, a message that you can give them?
Oh, it's, you know what? That's once again that sense of belonging. If you're here, the way I look at it, if you're here for a reason. The divine brought you here. And we all have a voice. We all have a voice, and it may be just as simple as making that first comment, and even making that comment or clicking on something and loving it is that's a big step. And then you will gradually go from that. But you just know that you're here for a reason, or you wouldn't be here to start with. And you're in such a welcoming and amazing group of people that there's no judgment here. There's no, we've all been through the same thing. We all suffer from that sense of imposter syndrome, and that we, we don't, I suffer from it. Everybody suffers from it. It doesn't matter how accomplished you think someone is. Trust me, everybody suffers from the same thing, and everybody will tell you that. So please don't hold back on making some comments and connecting and coming into a Mrs. Potts. You don't have to say anything. Just come in and sit and listen. That's all you have to do. And when you're ready, then you can talk. Nobody's rushing you or pushing you to do anything. So just know, just being here, you belong here, or you wouldn't be here.
I loved it. I really love that. You know, that is a very big thing for me. When I started Diamond Beauties Forever, for me in here in South Africa, our world opened on when it COVID time. In April
Mm,
2020, I had my first Zoom meeting. I had my first meeting with lots of international people. So for me, the world opened on April
mhm.
20th.
Yeah.
April 2020. But for me as well, during that whole year, attending lots of courses, and also maybe up till before my birthday, I believe people, because they could not understand me, they misjudge, or they will try to help me change my accent to fit their ears, or they will say, but you are a white and you are from Africa.
Mm,
Yeah. And a few of them will privately message me to tell me they don't like the way that South Africa was treating other nations years ago. I could do nothing about that. So
mm,
I also found out that if you don't invest in a person, then
yeah.
they don't have the time for you. So my biggest wish on 20th of June, that's my birthday, 2021, I asked God if I can create an amazing group of ladies that can stand and inspire each other in good times And when there is some trauma or sometimes that you don't feel you want to speak, but that we can still show our love and that we can show that we care about you with kindness. And then the first thing that came up, and it did come here, it says Diamond Beauties.
Wow.
And I love it. Because I am calling everybody beautiful. So that diamond, and I must just let you know, I always wanted to have a diamond ring. And that was one of my list because, on my dream list to have a beautiful diamond ring. And I know my husband will probably be able to afford it one day, but at the moment, that was part of my dream. So Diamond Beauties was totally beautiful. And when I play my song on a playlist, the first song after that, the song of 007, Diamonds Are Forever. And I cannot remember the rest of the song, but then the name became Diamond Beauties Forever. And
Love
for
it.
me, seeing how the ladies can stand with each other. If somebody said I don't feeling well, or if somebody asks them they need to pray for their husband, how the ladies come in and how the ladies will comment on it. And you know, Marie, for me, every month, or every week, when I ask them what are they grateful for this week, if you read the comments there, I can just say to God, thank you for allowing me to have this amazing group of ladies because they are grateful. And that makes me even more grateful because I do believe gratefulness is a voice of life. It's actually the breath of life.
Absolutely.
Don't know if you want to say.
Absolutely. I think I write a gratitude journal every day, and I write four things in the morning and four things in the evening that I'm grateful for. And I heard this said, this is not my saying, but gratitude is the attitude of altitude. And I really believe that. Like when we're really grateful for what we have in our lives, that elevates us up and just gives us that incredible feeling of being who we are. And being grateful is uplifting. It's so uplifting. And absolutely, I think, I haven't always had, my dad used to always say, no matter what you have, be grateful for whatever that is at the moment. And it's not always big things, and it's not always, but you just have to have that gratitude. And I do, and I'm grateful every day that the divine has blessed me for everything that I have and who I am, and for being here. So yeah, you're absolutely right. Like grateful is just, yeah, it's everything. It really is.
Wow. Sure. I tell you, I also write in my journal what I'm grateful for. And it's like if I can write, and I write sometimes, I try not to write the same thing for the whole week because there's
Right.
actually much more things to be grateful than the normal things that we used
Yeah.
to. But that makes a big difference in my life. My beautiful Marie, do you have a message for the viewers on E360 regarding community and kindness?
Oh, you know what? I go back to my dad all the time because my dad he sits here all the time, and he was my greatest influence. But we're in a world of, there's so many people hurting, there's so much grief about different things. And I work I volunteer at a food bank, and see a lot of homeless people. And the thing is that if you can't be anything else, be kind. Be kind to someone. You never know what journey someone is on. And sometimes that kind word that you may give to that other person, or just a simple act of kindness, may be the only thing in their day that they're hanging on to. And that's pretty powerful.
That is so beautiful. And thank you for being you. I am so honored that Susie, all the way from Australia, have introduced you all the way from Canada to introduce you to me all the way here in South Africa.
Amazing.
around the world in 80 days.
Definitely.
Wow. So my beautiful Marie, next week we already did the recording because for the New Zealand and Australian ladies, they are asleep now and I could not let them come live to the show. So this was episode 3 and I'm so truly sorry that Injena, Lisa and Natalie could not come through to so that we can experience their essence, their love for the community. But
Yeah.
I'm so thankful that you are here and for keeping the space so quite a few times. When I went off just now, our power went off, and then it is 10 minutes too early. I don't know why. And then you could continue, and I can just quickly come in. So thank you so much. You are amazing. Can I tell you a secret? Can I tell you a secret?
What's your
You
secret?
will you will be an amazing host, a TV host, my girl. So I
Oh,
will add you to my list. Okay, I'm gonna add you to my list. Oh.
oh, that's incredible to me, Sanette. You cannot imagine how far I've come. 2 years ago, I wouldn't have been on a Zoom call, much less doing all of this. So the power of this connection with this group and these opportunities and just feeling the support is what elevates us. And I am eternally grateful to you. And it's amazing. Amazing.
I loved you said to somebody the other day, just say yes for all the opportunities
Yeah,
coming your way.
absolutely. Absolutely.
So my beautiful Marie, it's only me and you, but we can dance if there's no tomorrow. So I
We
would
can
love to ask you, will you have a dance with me?
absolutely.
My beautiful viewers on E360 and my beautiful Diamond Beauties Forever and Tanzanite Heroes, will you have a dance with us? They said yes. They said yes.
Woo!
Woohoo! Let us go. Let us go.
in the diamond in the diamond moments of love and light. Together we rise, our spirits take flight in the beauty of each day and every night. Courage in our souls, we heed the call to share our light in all we know. Radiant hearts, you shine so bright in the diamond moments of love and light.
Wow.
Love it.
Wow. And I wrote in that poem myself on the 20th of September last year. And
Wow.
beautiful Rick Dougal, he's a friend of Crystal Rose. He composed it and he put music to it and his voice, and it's truly amazing. So, my
Beautiful.
beautiful Marie, I want to ask you if you can tell us what is your golden nugget, and then you can say goodbye, and then I will say goodbye, and then our show is amazing and it will be completed. Thank you so much.
My golden nugget, it's funny because it changes. What I thought was my golden nugget when I came in is not necessarily, and it's changing because I'm changing. But the work that I do, my golden nugget is that because I work with people that are grieving, is that I don't believe that death has the power to take away our relationships or take away our love or take away our hope. But what I've added to that as well is like part of my Mrs. Potts is that I say, go where love is because that's where life is. And don't put a period where God put a comma. There's a lot more to come in your life.
I
And it's been
love it.
wonderful to be here. Thank you so much for having me. And thank you, everyone.
Thank you, my beautiful Marie. My beautiful viewers, I hope that you had an amazing show. Just from my side, apologizing for all the eruptions, but it showed us our strength because we could carry on and we can try and make this experience as beautiful as we can. You are beautiful. You are amazing. You are loved and you are enough. Have a beautiful afternoon, evening, and morning, everyone. Goodbye.